the ever mind-blowing midfielders of Chelsea. From Stamford Bridge, under the blinding floodlights, where the roar of the fans shakes the very steel of the stands, Chelsea Football Club has always been more than a team. It has been a stage for greatness. And in the very heart of that greatness stands a lineage of midfield warriors. 4 names, 4 eras, 1 unbroken legacy. Claude Makélélé, John Obi Mikel, N'Golo Kanté, Moisés Caicedo. Claude Makélélé, the architect of balance. The year was 2003. Roman Abramovich had just arrived, ushering in a new dawn. And among the star-studded arrivals was a man whose role was often misunderstood, but whose influence would redefine an entire position. Claude Makélélé. They called it the Makelele role, not by accident, but because nobody before him had played it quite like this. He wasn't a man of flashy goals or stepovers. He was the quiet conductor of chaos, the shield before the storm. Every interception, every perfectly timed tackle, every simple but surgical pass, he made the game look simple, yet devastatingly effective. Makelélé's genius lay in the things you didn't notice, unless you understood football's heartbeat. The way he closed down passing lanes before the ball even arrived. The way he absorbed pressure and recycled possession. The way he turned defending into an art form. With Makelele at the base, Chelsea's midfield became a fortress. Behind him, the defenders breathed easier. In front of him, Lampard and Essien could roam with freedom. And in those years, Premier League titles were won, FA Cups lifted, and Chelsea's reputation as a tactical powerhouse was cemented. When Makelele finally left, he didn't just leave a gap, he left a blueprint, a template for every defensive midfielder who would dare to follow. John Obi Mikel, the calm in the storm. Then came 2006. A young Nigerian, full of promise, stepped into the bright lights of Stamford Bridge. His name, John Obi Mikel. Signed amid transfer drama, Mikel arrived as a teenage prodigy and grew into a midfield anchor of steel. Where Makelele brought precision, Mikel brought calmness. His tall frame, his composed presence, he played the game at his own tempo. Even when the pitch erupted into chaos, Mikel never seemed rushed. His passing was crisp, his positional discipline was flawless, and his ability to keep possession under the fiercest pressure became a weapon for Chelsea. Mikel was never the headline maker, never the man with a stack of goals. But when Chelsea needed someone to hold the line, to be the bridge between defense and attack, he stood tall. His defining moment, Munich, Champions League final, 2012. Against Bayern in their own backyard, Chelsea needed warriors. Mikel delivered a masterclass, breaking up play, carrying the ball out of danger, nullifying Bayern's attacks. That night his name was etched into Chelsea folklore forever. For a decade, Mikel was Chelsea's silent protector. No flash, no ego, just pure, unshakable loyalty to the cause. N'Golo Kanté, the relentless engine. Then came a player who could only be described in one word, relentless. N'Golo Kanté. Signed from Leicester in 2016 after helping them achieve the impossible, a Premier League title, Kanté arrived at Chelsea like a hurricane in boots. He was everywhere all at once. You'd see him making a tackle on the left wing and seconds later, intercepting a pass on the right. His energy defied logic. His work rate defied belief. He wasn't just a defensive midfielder, he was 2 players in one. Kanté's smile was as bright as his football was fierce. Premier League champion in his first season at Chelsea, FA Cup winner, Europa League winner, and then the pinnacle, the Champions League 2021. In that final against Manchester City, Kanté didn't just play, he dominated. He ran the midfield alone, intercepting, dribbling past players, carrying Chelsea to glory. He was man of the match in the semi-final first leg, semi-final second leg, and the final itself. Kanté showed the world that size didn't matter. Heart, intelligence, and relentless drive were the real weapons. Moisés Caicedo, the new dawn, and now the torch has been passed. 2023 saw Chelsea break records to sign the Ecuadorian dynamo, Moisés Caicedo. At just 21, Caicedo had already caught the eye with Brighton, displaying maturity beyond his years. A midfielder who can tackle with ferocity, yet pass with elegance. A player who combines the defensive instincts of Makelele, the composure of Mikel, and the energy of Kanté, all wrapped into one. Caicedo's journey from the streets of Santo Domingo, Ecuador, to the grand stage of Stamford Bridge is a testament to resilience. He fights for every blade of grass. He's fearless in challenges. He's already shown glimpses of the midfield general he's destined to become. For Chelsea, Caicedo represents the future, the next chapter in a story written by giants. The legacy lives on. Makelele gave Chelsea balance. Mikel gave Chelsea composure. Kanté gave Chelsea relentless heart. Caicedo promises to give Chelsea the future. Different players, different styles. One shared truth, they all bled blue. And in the annals of Chelsea Football Club, the midfield has always been more than a position. It has been the soul. So when the next ball is won in the middle of the park and when the bridge rises in applause for another crunching tackle, remember, you're not just watching a moment, you're watching a legacy. From Makelele to Mikel to Kanté to Caicedo, the heart of Chelsea beats on.